Hello. Happy Friday! So I thought I would start something new because this is how my brain works. All week long, I've kind of had these thoughts swirling around. I was like, oh, I should hop on Instagram stories and just talk about this. And then I was like, no, hold off. Make sure this is really what you want to talk about. And it all felt really random. So I decided to corral all the randomness. And once a week on Friday mornings, I'm going to try and pop on here and just spew what has been going on in my brain for the last week. And I'm hoping it will kind of spark conversation and we can chat about it in the messages. And some of the thoughts are going to be aimed towards photographers and some towards clients. So this week, I have been thinking a lot about niching. And if you don't know what niching is, it's like kind of stepping down your market and getting really specific with your work and how you display that work. So while I was building my business a few years ago, this was really, really front of mind. And I had decided I was going to niche down to in-home newborns. And that's it. At one point, I would say like a year ago, I was ready to stop shooting families. But I still kind of liked families. And also I was really scared to not do families anymore because that's where I started. And so I didn't. I kept newborns and I kept families, but I still niched down to in-home. And then last week, I shot an emerge session, which is a boudoir session. And then I also shot a wedding. So two things that were completely out of this like niche that I had decided was going to be my business. And the best part about it is that it made me feel fired up. For the first time in a while, I was so excited. I was nervous. I felt like I had to really prepare. I didn't know what to expect. I had to stay on my toes the whole time. And so all of this week, I haven't had any sessions, and I've been editing boudoir, and I've been editing newborn, and I've been editing weddings, and I've just been thinking a lot about how amazing that is, and how fun it is, and how now that's what I want. And that maybe it's time to just think about niching a little bit differently. And I can say that even with all of those different types of sessions, the type of client I'm attracting for the most part is still the same. And except for the wedding, everything is still in home. But yeah, basically I'm just here to tell you that this week I threw everything to the wind and I said, screw it. I'm not following any of the rules anymore. And if you're in this photography industry, you know that so many people talk about the rules that you need to follow. And I'm a real rule follower. I have been my whole life. But not following the rules also feels amazing. And it feels freeing. And it finally has my creative juices flowing again. So let's talk. If you're a photographer and you've niched down and you love it, or you've niched down and you're like, what the hell did I do? How do I get out of it? What do I do next? I'm scared. I want to do boudoir, but I do newborns. That's how I felt. Let's talk about it. Send me a message. We'll talk over messages. This is, I think, me not being on Facebook makes me want to connect on Instagram. So please message me, even if you're just like, hey, cool, I watched the whole thing, or please stop doing this. I don't like these stories. That's fine too. And I'm going to save this, and every couple of weeks I will toss it up on my blog in case you miss one. Then they'll all be in one place. Okay, friends, have a good weekend.